So it's a Sunday night, just a little bit after 9 p.m. and it's totally dead except for a busy highway. People just streaming through that way, streaming through that way. Not too much stopping. So I'm at the one grocery store we have in this town. We have some convenience stores and a Dollar General. I think we have two of those actually, two Dollar Generals. But this store closes early. And on a Sunday, it closes much earlier. I think 6. Normally it closes at 8, which in my book is extremely early to be closing on the daily. I've been awake since 3 p.m. this afternoon. I've been living by a bit of the afternoon and a lot of the night. What's the reason for that schedule? Well, I like that schedule. Why do I like that schedule? It's not as freaking hot as any other schedules around here because this is the dog days of summer. We're starting to have to worry about hurricane season. We're getting really hot weather. Most of the country this week, well, most of the South this week and maybe going into a bit of next week, it's going to be seeing heat wave situation or near to heat wave, right? Very hot and humid. And it was a hot day today. Last night was a hot night, and tonight is a hot night. It's warm and humid. It's in the 80s. Not too long ago, it was much busier in the afternoon and at night with this traffic. It's starting to slow down a little bit. Every night, it's a little different. Yeah, it seems like once you get past 9 o'clock, so many things are closed. We do have some drive-through that are open. I think the dining hall of that McDonald's is still open. I think it closes at 10, but sometimes they close it when they feel like it. I've been here once. Pretty good ice cream place. They're just not open. They tend to like open for a little bit in summer, and then the rest of the year they're not. So dead out here, but with people driving around, there's just nowhere to go. Here's a 24/7 gas station. Before COVID, it was 24/7, and then COVID hit and it was no longer 24/7. Recently this year, it became 24/7 again. They got a new awning over the pumps too. I am walking somewhere in particular, but I'm just out walking. I do this walk quite regularly. I prefer to do it at night. I have done it many times in the heat of the day, but I'm not always game for that. So yeah, I'm just walking and talking. This is a very popular seafood place that I'm walking by right now. Yeah, super popular. But they close super early, maybe 9 o'clock, but there's quite a few, maybe 2 nights they're not open. They had to have closed much earlier than 9 because there's no one here if they were even open. It would be nice if they stayed open till 10 or later. There's so much people just coming and going. Why not keep things open a little later? People are awake, doing stuff. Like I said, it's a Sunday night. Last night, there were a lot of people just hanging out at the house, maybe knocking a few back. Alcohol, right? Lots of drinking. But at some point in the evening, if you want to step out and just walk your drunk butt around, there's really nowhere to go but Town View Cafe. Why not keep some things open so people who are drinking can just walk on down to your restaurant, sit down, have a taco and a margarita? Or you could do this. You walk down here and have yourself a barbecue brisket Whopper. Look, the N dropped off, so it's just EU. Ooh. I saw a review of that burger last night, and yeah, it looked horrible. horrible. You know what gets me? To me, Burger King's like Pepsi. When you find someone that actually likes it, you're surprised because, well, down here, you're rarely running into anybody who's just crazy about Pepsi. But, I mean, it's still here. People come here and eat. Yeah, so I've kind of looked into the Burger King situation and listening to people talk from different parts of the country. Seems like a lot of Burger Kings out there are falling apart. You know, is Burger King gonna go away eventually? Because they don't seem to be doing well. Pepsi, however, is still quite popular, especially in the UK. I don't know why, but they love Pepsi there. And there are some cities in America where Pepsi's more popular than Coke. Maybe I don't want to go there, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Buffalo may be a Pepsi town. Steer clear of that. Here's another food place that used to be popular but doesn't seem that popular anymore. I mean, they're still in business, but yeah, they had some faux pas, especially with one of their mascots turned out to be kind of mascot you don't want. But see, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so it closes at 9 p.m. but every time I walk by here, like right at 9, just no one here. Like they must be in a hurry to get out of there because 9 o'clock, it's like they're gone. That must be how slow the business is. If you get ready at 8 o'clock to close and get out of there because no one's coming. That's what it feels like. Now this spot looks really cool, really inviting. I would love to just come out here and chill on the deck. But look, this is a popular Mexican restaurant. Closes at 9 p.m. Jalapeno. What does that say? Jalapeno Mexican cuisine. I butchered the heck out of that, probably, but here, I'll say it in English. Jalapeno Mexican cuisine. A spot like that, it seems like it would behoove them to stay open late, at least just Friday and Saturday night, 10, 11. You know, if it's going really good, increase that till midnight. Maybe get a cumbia DJ in there and some rebajad or something, because that could be a nice night spot. Say you're back here in the neighborhood, you've knocked back a couple beers, you don't want to get behind the wheel because your wife is drunker than you, passed out in the other room or something, and you want to go chill, you want some conversation, because she ain't talking, she's done for the night. Come here, maybe get a margarita, maybe not, but you could get yourself something good to eat and dig the vibes. That's why there's no vibe here. No one's making a vibe. It's just I'm by myself with traffic whizzing by, talking to a little box. People probably calling the cops on me, thinking that I'm having some kind of mental episode. I'm almost done with this walk, by the way. Well, done with like the first bit. I gotta turn around and walk back. I've made this argument before. I've had this conversation before with people about why businesses should stay open a little later here, especially restaurants and maybe the grocery store. And people are like, well, it's just no business. I'm like, look at the highway. Look at all these people that are just sitting in their houses. You know why there's no business? Because there's no business open. Now, I'm not making a case for things to be fully 24/7. However, that would be spectacular. That sign looks like someone wiped their butt with it. At least that sign's clean. I'm just saying, when you're out in the night taking your exercise walk, at the point where you turn around, it would be nice if you could pick up a flat white for the walk back or something, some kind of reward. But no, I mean, come on. At least once or twice a week, can you keep something open past 9 o'clock. I mean, come on, the grocery store closes at 8. That can be annoying. You know, well, you force people to go way out of their way to go to Walmart when they could just pick up some milk at the grocery store, because that's about the only place you're going to get it in this town for the most part. Yeah, you're right. I'm just exercising, making my life better, and thinking, you know what would make my life even better? If I wanted a cheat night, I would just go over there and get a chili relleno. If I felt like my energy was low, I would just get something here. I don't know if I'd get this monstrosity, but to be fair, PJ's doesn't always have the best ambiance, but it is a place where there's no alcohol involved, and you can get a coffee, sit down, and talk to people, because there is some ambiance. It's not like back in the day in the 90s when you'd go to some independent espresso joint on Avenue A and everybody was vibing one way or another. There are a lot of towns like this across America that look like they're dying, but they don't have to be. Just bring the vibe. Open some businesses a little later. Get some DJs in there. You know, a lot of people have lost touch with this term. If you build it, they will come. But if you turn up the volume, they'll come too. I mean, it's already built. You just need to change the hours and maybe add some beats, and people will come. I'm only asking for 1 to 2 nights a week to make this place feel like it's got a heartbeat. Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna walk back home now. I do this about every night when I can. I try to make it every night. Yeah, got to stay fit, get in the steps. So thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I was about to say being a member of the channel, but we're not there yet. It's like I'm doing an outro for another channel. But I tell you what, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.